Hello everyone, this is an Autods review. I've done a couple before, but they were not comprehensive. This is the most comprehensive one, and I'm deleting the previous two. And we're just going to go through the system. I know there's plenty of Autods reviews online. I've seen a couple, and none of them actually go into the system. They are by a bunch of hotshot YouTubers with a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, and they just talking about the system from the outside, and they are probably paid reviews. This is the first one you might see inside the system, talking about how to work the system and some of the issues that are in the system. We're going under the hood here in this review. So I didn't write anything down, so we're just gonna go through this as if we're just kind of doing it for the looking at it for the first time. So first impressions are very good. This is a very well put together front interface, very organized. Your ad product, your stores are right here. These are the stores that you need need to have, and add the product and the home and the dashboard and these things, or show your sales. And the products are listed here. Your orders are here. Your drafts where you add the product and you edit everything before, and your customer support. So not going to go too deep into that. This is not a tutorial. This is a review. And we'll talk about some of the positives. Obviously, the interface, it's well organized. The customer service is excellent. It's really excellent. You have support that is pretty quick. You can open a ticket, you can start a chat, but this is no longer available. We're going to talk about why this is no longer available, why this is very much unfair. And basically, you would open a ticket and you would wait, you know, about 24 hours instead of having a chat directly. So, what other positive things are out there? They have a lot of features. You can connect to a lot of e-commerce when you add a product here. Let's add a product. Let's say if you look at the product here, you can find, you choose a store you want to add your product to. Need to go next. Well, one of the negatives is that it is glitchy. That's certainly something that happens a lot. I gotta wait now. Oh god. Yeah, it's glitchy. That's one thing. I've never had this glitch before, but usually it's glitchy when you upload items. Um, so I don't think that's fair for them for this to happen. So the suppliers that you would add the products from are, there are plenty of them. However, I don't think it's a good selection of suppliers. Mainly, there's a lot of suppliers that feed off each other, like uh, Redbubble, Mini in the Box, Light in the Box, Wish, DHgate. All these are Chinese suppliers that you can find the same products basically at AliExpress, so there is no need to be this redundant. There's too many Chinese suppliers who are worthless. You barely get good shipping times with the Walmarts and the Home Depot of the world and the Sam's Club. They are U.S. based, so imagine the kind of service you're gonna get from Chinese suppliers. And I've tried, guys. You're not going to get any good service except if you are ordering from Amazon. So basically Amazon Prime too, not just any. So Amazon Prime items are pretty much the only items that will keep you afloat. Everything else is basically trash. So you add a product, you don't even have to select these. Once you add a link here, it's going to automatically update these. So that's pretty easy and straightforward. I love that part about it. You know, everything is just simple and sweet. Everything they claim is simple and sweet. Now, does the system does it do what it claims to do? Unfortunately, no, it doesn't. There's two options to fulfill your orders. Once you do get an order, There are two things you can do. You can either have them fulfill the order. You can have the system fulfill the order for you, or you can fulfill the order by yourself. What does that mean? There are auto credit order credits here. If you fill them up and you fill the balance and you select in the settings that you want them to fulfill the order, as soon as the order comes in from eBay, they go to work at it. They fill it for you. But unfortunately, there's a lot of issues there. Sometimes it says ordered, but it's not really ordered by the system. They don't update they don't really update the tracking on time, so you get a lot of late you get dock points from eBay because you're sending shipments late or you're updating the tracking number late. That's a very serious issue. There's a lot of issues with the Autods, and if you don't have Amazon Prime or anything like that, you can't order yourself. So that's an issue. I really rely on auto ordering. I want this automated. If you want this automated, that's not a very good idea. Uh, they also get stuck in the once the order comes in, it says order in progress, and it could get stuck on that for 2, 3, maybe even 4 days. So it could take them up to 4 days to order the product, and you have to constantly open tickets to resolve these issues constantly. And this item, as you can see, it's been the 20th. They claim that the supplier, who is Home Depot, has yet to has yet to ship the item. I don't believe that. It's been 6 days. I don't think the supplier has yet to ship. In fact, when I do contact the person on eBay, this happened too many times, and I say, "Have you received your item?" They would be like, "Yeah, I received it a long time ago." Meanwhile, on AutoDS it says it's just ordered. They don't update no no shipping labels. They don't update nothing, and I would have to manually change it to delivered, and of course, there is no tracking number sometimes. Sometimes I would have to contact the supplier, give them a reference number for them to give me a tracking number. This has happened. It doesn't really usually work because I have to be the owner of the account. It worked one time. Uh, so this is a big issue. I have quite a few orders on eBay that don't have a tracking account tracking number. And if you know anything about selling on eBay, tracking number is everything. It determines your time, your shipping times, and your upload times, and all that stuff. So that's a big issue. I had a very good store. I had very good seller rating, and now this is me after using AutoDS for just 1 month. And these numbers actually were worse. I did my best to fix them, but the first week, this was 40% here. They sent me all kinds of warnings, and my eBay is pretty much worthless now because once you're below standard, you don't appear in the search results. And I was selling up to 7 items per day, but now after I'm below standard and after they reviewed my account, they sent me to this 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 black hole where my store pretty much doesn't appear in the search results. So really, after being a pretty active seller, I haven't sold anything, I haven't sold much in the past few days. As you can see here, I sold one here on the 23rd. I sold one on the 22nd. But before they did the review, I was selling quite a few more items. I was selling quite a few more items, but now they did the review for me on the 20th, and they said your account is below standard. You're not sending shipments on time. You're not uploading tracking. You're confusing the system, and they put me below standard here. And ever since, and I have way more items here than I did back here. I have 70 more items here. despite that, I'm averaging less than one sale per day. So my store is pretty much dead. And if you know anything about eBay, once you're below standard, it takes quite a while for you to go above standard. You have to do, backflips to go above standard. So Autods has pretty much killed my store. Thank you. Now talking about this chat, I upgraded my subscription. What I wanted is more customer support, faster customer support, and if you want that, uh, if you want more, if you want that, meaning the ticket support here, where you just click this and someone just appears, you would have to pay more. So, and with that also comes your ability to post more items. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll pay extra, and I paid extra, and I was surprised that you don't get this anymore. They said we don't have this feature anymore, but you're advertising it. And they said, yeah, unfortunately this and unfortunately that, but you're advertising it here. And so in the plans and the add-ons, as you can see, I purchased the advanced 800. The difference between the one I had and the one, let's see if I can go back. The one I had is not appearing, but basically I had the starter, and this one gives you the ability to import 800 plus VIP chat. They don't have this anymore. They don't have the VIP ticket support. They don't have these two anymore, which is everything really. I need support. I need to open a ticket about an order, and I want it resolved now, not after 24 hours. But unfortunately, they pulled these two, but I paid for them, and I complained. They said, "Tough luck." You know, that's unfortunate right there. That's uh, anyways. What else do we have? I mean, this is pretty much all. It's hard to tell you exactly all the issues that are in the system. Uh, I mean, if what they claim to do, if the system can just do what it claims to do, it would be incredible. Right now, I'm just using it for Amazon Prime products. They seem to be working well. They seem to be ordered on time. They seem to be updated on eBay on time. All other products from all other suppliers, you're going to have all kinds of issues. They're not going to be ordered by the system on time. You're not going to have the tracking number updated on time. You're going to have this get stuck in order status for such a long time, or in processing status for such a long time. You're going to get a lot of errors going on. You get a bunch of errors. I don't have examples of those because I spent so much time resolving them, and that's another thing. You're going to spend a lot of time resolving issues here and opening tickets about issues here. You hardly have enough time for sourcing, which defeats the purpose of auto order credits. So that's the system in a nutshell. It's a pretty expensive way of killing your store. As you can see, this is 7 years of work down the drain in literally 1 month. And if I was to do it again, I would still use Autods, but only for Amazon Prime products. That's it. It works very well for auto order credits for Amazon Prime products. It works very well. Every other item or every other supplier, it does not work. It's gonna kill your store. And there's a lot of shadiness with them, false advertising and making you pay for stuff that you don't get. This balance right here, once it's in your account, it's not refundable. You have to use it to sell items. I guess I understand that part. It's hard for them to inject money into your account, because that is makes them register as a financial entity or whatever. But I get that part. But that's another thing, the credit card, when you load this balance, the credit card really doesn't work. And this is something that they've mentioned. You have to use PayPal, and PayPal is going to charge you 5%. So that's 5% going against the bottom line. Let me show you an example here. This is an order. show you this item right here that I uploaded, and you get to see the options that are available. As you can see, it's pretty slow and sometimes glitchy, but you know, I'm gonna blame my internet connection too. See, you can see the images here of the product. That's a great thing about Autods actually. How easy it is, the description, the product, different variants. Now here in the variants, you see the price. You can set the price up. Uh, if I include the 13% eBay fee plus the 5% from PayPal that I'm being charged, because I don't have any cheaper option to load money into this, into my credit. Then there's the 30% fee for eBay for each item, and if you reach your limit, there's another 30%, and there's another 30% for the auto credit, because you're paying for the auto fulfillment, because you're paying for that. So you'll need to find an item that's at least 20% before you start making profit, 20% lower than what's on eBay. Maybe even more with all the other bank transactions, probably 25%, especially when you're doing promoted listings. So somewhere between 20-25% for each item has to be low. So the 5% from PayPal could make a difference in whether you're competitive or not. So if they can find a way to put money into this account other than PayPal, that would make a big difference. I guess somebody's gonna start copying my products now. By the way, if you're doing drop shipping, this doesn't matter. Uh, the products that you upload are not gonna last long because the clearances are not gonna last long. So probably 2 weeks from now, I'll have to have new products, because all these are gonna have different prices, and the system updates you. It has a monitoring and price monitoring. And that's another thing with the system, so I'm reminded. So all these products that you upload on here, obviously their price constantly changes. If you get the item for 20 bucks, the previously used to be 30 bucks, you're excited, you go to eBay, you want to sell it for $30. And if the item is no longer on clearance and goes back to regular price, the system here is going to update your eBay account automatically with the correct price, keeping that 20% profit range, which is great that it does that. Every hour it updates the prices on your eBay according to what's on the supplier site. That's great. But you know, within that hour, if if you are in that zone where it hasn't updated yet, and someone purchases the product, which is gonna happen, then you're dealing with a loss. There's nothing Autods can do for that. I mean, updating the price every hour and the inventory every hour is enough. And sometimes it's gonna happen. It happened to me twice before, actually more than twice, where somebody has purchased something from me, and the price had changed at the supplier, and the system had yet to update it. So it could happen, but there's nothing they can do there. It's a very dynamic. Dropshipping is incredibly dynamic. That's why you need these systems. Uh, so the thing is about this system also updates about the whatever changes that the supplier does outside of the stock and the price. Like they change the name, they change the description, so they put them here. But it's very important for me to know if this item's price has changed, but there is no notification for that. They have a notification for if the description changed or they changed the spelling of something. They'll give you a description for that. But if the price changed, which is very important to know, they don't give you a notification here. They send you an email that item such and such has changed. So you have to keep your email. You have to stay on top of your email and organize that. You're gonna get a lot of emails every day saying product ABCDE has changed stock or changed so but that's incredible. That's an incredible headache. Here I have, for example, stock change. So I get these emails. So this product stock has changed. It's out of stock. I click here. I go and it takes me to the item on AutoDS, and I do whatever is proper for my store. Sometimes I wait a few days, and if the stock is still out of stock, I just delete it. And obviously, if the here's the price, you get a lot of emails. I have 200 products, as you've seen, and I get probably 20 to 30 emails a day. Actually, way more than that. Probably 40 emails a day telling me that a price has changed. And when the price changes from 18 to 21, you pretty much lost out. That means that the item is no longer on sale. So I would have to go in there and delete it. Sometimes the price changes even way more significantly. And it's good that AutoDS is telling me this. The price has changed, so it updates the new selling price for me. But obviously, this is no longer competitive, so I'd have to go in there and say, you know what, I guess the clearance is over. This product is a dud now. It's worthless to me. I'm just going to delete it. And I wish they would have these notifications in here. I wish they would tell me which prices. They would include it in the filter somehow, which prices are changing, so I can just be like, okay, I don't need these products anymore. The price has changed back to normal. Delete. But instead, this takes a lot of time to manage. This going through my email and figuring out everything that has changed and went back to normal price. That takes a lot of my time, and it's unfortunate. I don't give a goddamn if the description has changed. So I don't know. I don't care for this notification. Tell me if the price has changed. Tell me if the stock is no longer in, if it's no longer in stock. I don't care if. Anyways, you get my idea. So that's pretty much it. There's a lot of helpful filters here, telling you how much you're profiting on each one. Sell price. Some of them are worthless, but anyways. So what else? That's pretty much it. So, that's my review. It's a glitchy review. I'm all over the place, but I would venture to say it's much better than most of the reviews out there. I've seen a lot of reviews. A lot of them are either paid or clueless. Like someone just goes into Google. I'd be like, okay, let's do an AutoDS review, and he doesn't go into the system. He's never used the system, and he even proceeds to give it a score and all that stuff. And of course, he has 50,000 views and an incredible amount of subscribers and whatever, and that's just life. Anyways, guys, so if you are gonna use AutoDS, be careful. You may not get what you want. I'll continue to use it as long as, well, actually, I'm starting to open a new store because this is worthless. No longer attracting any buyers. What I'm going to continue to do is open a new store, although that may not work because eBay is strict about having a same person with two different stores. I already tried opening one and they shut it down. I'm gonna do it again in a different way. Hopefully that works. If it doesn't work, I may just leave this AutoDS altogether. But if you're gonna use it, make sure you just use Amazon Prime. Otherwise, you're gonna get screwed over big time. That's all I have for you. Please, guys, write me comments, reviews. I usually tend to delete videos if I see there's no activity on them. So if you're watching this, if you're benefiting somehow, write something in the comment section, and that lets me know to do more things like this in the future. Alrighty then, that's all I have for you. Bye.